when your son looks at you and says, Mama, look, you won, bullies don't win. And I said, baby, they don't, because we're going to go in there, we're going to impeach them.
Oh, Dick Gephardt is gone forever. Democrats are back in power. Some of them look nothing like the Democrats you remember, and some of the most radical are taking spots on key committees. The Congresswoman Rashida Tlaib, you just saw raving there in the video. She's on the House Oversight Committee. She's joined there by Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez of New York. Will they be very different from the Democrats they replace? Independent Women's Voice senior fellow Lisa Booth joins us tonight for a preview on that.
Hi,
hey, Lisa.
Tucker. How are you?
I'm mesmerized by the tape we just played.
Exactly. Well, as you mentioned, she's going to be one of the new members of the House Oversight Committee. And look, the House Oversight Committee, they have the broadest authority to investigate. And so that's really going to be the primary committee that's going after the Trump administration and trying to, see what they can come up with, right? And just today, the House Oversight Committee, who's chaired by Elijah Cummings, sent a letter to the White House saying that they are investigating the White House over the way that they give out security clearances. So they're looking into Michael Flynn, Jared Kushner, and a variety of other members of the administration. Elijah Cummings has also said that they're going to be looking into things like President Trump's zero-tolerance policy with immigration, also Scott Pruitt in his time as EPA director. So the Oversight Committee is going to be incredibly aggressive. And you can see that, too, by some of the members like Rashida Tlaib and Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, who were named to be part of this committee. Dan Kildee, who is part of the steering committee, which is the committee that chooses the members that are going to be on committees, said that he chose these members because they're going to be aggressive and going after the Trump administration.
Do you think that's a promise we should take seriously?
100%, Tucker. I mean, look, but think about it this way, Tucker. So the House, Democrats only have control of the House, right? So there's only so much legislation you can really move forward. Most of the bills that are passed in the House are going to go die in the Senate. So then what do you do as a body? Their objective is going to be investigating the Trump administration. This is going to be the primary goal of House Democrats. And remember, too, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, I think we have this tweet, if we can put it up there. She tweeted out to Don Jr., she said, I have noticed that Jr. here has a habit of posting nonsense about me whenever the Mueller investigation heats up. Please keep it coming, Jr. It's definitely a very, very large brain idea to troll a member of a body that'll have subpoena power in a month. So she's already basically put out there via Twitter what her objective is this incoming member of the Oversight Committee. So the Trump administration should buckle up. It's going to be a lot of pain over the next 2 months, a lot of negative headlines. And this is really what Democrats are after over the next 2 years here.
Well, we've at least settled the question of whether AOC runs her own Twitter account. Answer, yes, she does.
I think she does. I think
yes, she does.
That's a safe bet.
It is. Lisa Booth, thank you.
Thanks, Tucker.